grand for a cylinder head, 500 for another gasket.
Yeah.
Broke.
Yeah.
And then a few hundred for the timing chain.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I could just buy a new engine.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's sharp. I like it. What's up, guys? After doing one of my videos the other day, my friend called me. He was having some issues with his 2012 Honda Accord.
See, and when you put in the problems, it's always good before you buy a car, if it's used especially. See what people say after they've owned it for 5-10 years.
Yeah.
And you know, even though Honda has legendary performance and reliability, there are common problems that maybe not suitable for you to want to deal with, hassle with, right? It's known as excessive vibrations, which is what I have now. Loss of power, which I have when I'm turning left. Excessive knocking, there's knocking. There's CV and bushing joints, which when you click on the link, you'll read it. You know, just trust me, I read that. When it reached 130,000 miles, then a whole list of issues, common issues that did happen, including the pistons in the engine turning and allowing too much excess oil in.
Really?
And you don't want too much oil. You know, it has to be calibrated perfectly.
Yeah.
Too much oil means, you know, a little bit of overflow, too much burning on the hot engine, and it just causes a chain reaction. So
what has happened here is my friend had some issues with his engine overheating.
Yep.
And now the car is not running. He took it in for an oil change, and they had stripped the threads on the oil drain plug. He lost a bit of oil, but tried to keep it topped off. Took it to a dealership, and they are wanting to charge him to build an entire new engine, and it would be well over $10,000 to do that. So for this car and its value, it's just not really worth putting that much money into it. So what we're gonna do here is pull out the old motor and replace it with a used Honda motor, and then get this thing back on the road and running.
You are timing you
That's it.
for the NASCAR experience.
All right, guys, we're just starting to take some things loose on the engine, drain the oil, getting ready to drain the radiator fluid, but I cannot believe this. So we got the oil drain plug out, and the washer they used on this, I've never seen this before. They used a plastic washer. I've never seen that working on cars. Of course, I've not been a professional auto mechanic my whole life, but I've never seen a plastic washer used for an oil drain plug. And they torqued it down so much it actually made the washer oblong and just scorched out the material. So no wonder this thing had an oil leak. It's just crazy what some of these places that claim to change your oil really fast, what they try to get by with. Alright guys, the other day we began removing the wiring harness on this car, some of the hoses, air intake, fuel rail, serpentine belt, the power steering pump, as well as we have drained the oil out of the engine and the coolant out of the radiator. So next up, I'm gonna continue by removing the radiator hoses, both the upper and lower, and getting as much fluid out of this as possible. But first, I wanted to show you one other thing that we found. So what we found was that the oil drain plug was not the factory oil drain plug, and this started to make more sense to me once I discussed this with my friend Alex. He said he went to take this in to get an oil change at a Jiffy Lube, and they said they wouldn't service this because this plug was not the original plug. So the previous place that he had taken us to had either lost the drain plug or something happened that didn't allow him to use that drain plug. And what we found is they put this plastic washer on here as a gasket. I've never seen a plastic washer used as a crushed washer. Maybe some vehicles do use this, but I've just never seen it, and it makes no sense to me why you would use a plastic washer. And so when we took this plug out, this washer was actually crushed and oblong to where it looked like they had torqued this bolt down and the plastic just expanded, causing us to have a small oil leak. He did say that the oil level was getting low, and he had to top off the oil sometimes. So we're not really sure if this is what caused this engine to fail, or if it was due to maybe some excessive piston oil rings wear, which from our research is somewhat common on these cars. This car has, I think he said, about 120,000 miles on it. To me, that seems a little bit premature especially for a Honda. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna start removing some more hoses on this car and start getting more stuff out of the way so we can get this engine out. What's up, guys? So I just got back from dinner, but I want to give you a quick little update here. So just finished removing all the coolant lines today. I got several of the brackets holding the wiring harness on removed today, as well as some brackets holding some of the accessories and the axle. So all that's left is to remove the catalytic converter, a couple more of the accessories, and then we can unbolt the motor from the transmission and remove the motor mounts. And then we should be able to pull out the motor and begin getting this car ready to install the new engine. But anyway, guys, like I said, it's a little bit late here. Just got back from dinner. Been working on a lot of other projects as well, so you guys know what to do. Be sure to hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to stay tuned if you want to see more. All right, guys, I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.